Welcome back, guys. So I want to just make a video on comments in PHP and how to comment your code, and it's pretty much identical to JavaScript. So I'm just going to start my map server here. Remember, we're going to run our server if we want to run our PHP, right? So let's start our map server. I'm going to open up my Visual Studio Code, and I'm already in my htdocs folder. So remember, to access our htdocs live after we start our server, remember, we got to start your server first so that the PHP will run on your system. Well, let's go open up a new Google Chrome window or whatever browser you like to use. And remember the ports and everything that we're at here. So remember, we're at, go to Preferences, Ports, we're at 8888 localhost. So remember, it's local. And this should be saved if you went to it on the last video. As soon as you start typing localhost in there, it should pre-populate by now. So makes your life easy. And then there's our PHP intro file. So now we're in htdocs. There's PHP intro. And then there's our 1-intro.php where we're at. So let's open that up. And here we are. Now we're on our server. This is our PHP server. This is basically our full stack server now. Okay. So just to show you some code, some comments in PHP. It's just like JavaScript, guys. If you want to write just a single line code, it's just // and then you can write your code. So this is my first PHP. Okay, and then let's make another. Let's just copy this echo down. Remember, echo just basically renders or processes a string out onto the page, right? And notice, I want you to notice something right now on PHP, guys. See how there's a squiggly in here telling you something's wrong? It's because PHP is a lot more sensitive than JavaScript. You have to put these semicolons when you're done with a block of code, or it will cause errors, okay? So it's a lot more, I guess you could say, strict. You got to be careful with your PHP. So put your semicolon, save, refresh the page. Now we have our PHPs there. And then I'll say, this is my second PHP. All right, so now we have two echoes out here. Remember, we got to refresh. This is my second PHP is now there. So we have two echoes. I have a single line comment. So or I can just say, probably should just say this is a single line PHP comment. And again, guys, be coding all of this with me, okay? Make your own little files and follow along with me. So this is a single line PHP comment. And then for a multi-line, it's just like JavaScript. It's /*// and now you can write as many lines of comment in here as you want. So you can say, this is, oops, I don't know why I'm in caps lock. This is a multi-line PHP comment. You can go down to different lines. I love PHP comments. Okay, so as we saw in our JavaScript course, it's important to comment your code, especially when it gets, you figuring out now you can easily write 100 lines of JavaScript, PHP, HTML, CSS without even thinking about it at this point, because you've been doing it with me in these courses for so long. It's just it's becoming second nature. You can write a ton of code without even realizing it, and you want to comment your code because if you come back to a project in 2 or 3 months, you might forget what half your code does, right? We're not going to remember everything, so it's always good to comment your code. And then, of course, it doesn't show up just like in PHP, JavaScript, HTML, CSS. If you ever go to view like the page, so if we click like view, right-click view page source, the comments will not show up. So yeah, they're not nobody's going to be able to see them on the front end of your website or anywhere.